Hey guys, it is me, the same teacher that is standing or sitting in your classroom right now. And I'm going to show you how to complete this dream Instagram grid assignment. Obviously, this is not a real Instagram grid. This is very poorly designed by me in a hurry, but I think it'll work for what we're trying to do. Obviously, we want to use this as a way to be creative and just think about our future. What are the things we dream and hope for in the future? So let's get started with the basic parts. The username, I'm going to fill in really easily and go with Burgess Burgers. For my number of posts, I only see 9, so I'm going to go with 9. You can say that you have 900 posts, I don't care. But for my followers, obviously, I've got 9 million followers. Following, let's say 99. There's probably only that many of you I want to follow. And now we get to the complicated part, which are the pictures. So we have to figure out how to get these pictures into these small squares. And not all the pictures we're going to find are going to be cropped as squares, and not all of them are going to be that small. So first of all, how to insert a picture. There's 2 ways to do it. You can either click right here where it says Insert Image, and you get a little drop-down menu, or you can go to the Insert, layout, and then go over image and then use the same tools there. It's a little bit faster, 1 step faster to just click insert image. I'm going to search the web, dream travel destination. I've already searched for a few. I'm going to go with Bali. All right, if you've never heard of Bali, it's a really beautiful tropical place in India. It's got a bunch of temples and just really cool places. Ooh, look at this. This looks exotic. So I'm just going to double click on this. It's going to pop up here. And as you can see, it's not quite a square. So there's a few ways that we can do this. I can go ahead and shrink it down, or I can crop it before I shrink it down. So I'm going to show you the cropping tool first. It looks like this. It says crop image, and it's right there. And so if I click crop image, I can now start moving the corners a little bit, and I can try to get it to where it's closer to a square. There's no button that's going to automatically get us in a square, so I'm just going to get it kind of close. I'm going to leave in the main parts that I want, and then I'm either going to press enter, or you can click this button again, and it crops it. Now that we have it cropped a little bit closer to a square, I can now click Format Options right here, and this is going to let me resize it, okay? And you can see that I actually was not close to the right crop. I'm still at 8.33 by 6.66, but I'm going to get this down and size it as a 2 by 2, because that's how big I made the squares for this assignment. So if you just type 2 in the height and width, it'll shrink down the perfect size for you to drop into your Instagram grid. So now I've got it right there on my grid. I can go ahead and do another one. I'm going to do this whole top row for y'all. So insert image, dream outfit. Let's go with Mr. Rogers. You don't know who Mr. Rogers is? This guy has my dream fit. It's just straight up grandpa. That's who I'm going for. Yeah, let's go for it. Just old school black and white classic Mr. Rogers. He was a guy that hosted his own TV show, and just classic grandpa. I'm going to click on Format Options again, and I'm not going to crop this one. I'm going to go instantly down to 2 by 2, and it's the perfect size that I can drop it again right here into my Instagram grid. Now let's go for dream car. Same thing. I'm going to click Insert Image. I've never really thought about my dream car. Let's go with Ford Bronco. Y'all are going to think I'm such a loser. My dad drove a Bronco when I was a kid, and they just remade a new electric model. But these look awful. These do not look cool at all. These are not the cool new electric models. This is really funny. Look at that. Doesn't that look epic, though? I'm going to go with that one. That's a toy. All right, so my toy car. So this one's too long. I'm going to have to crop it. So I'm going to click crop. I'm going to drag these corners in pretty far. There we go. And I'm just going to press enter. So now I've got it cropped down. I'm going to click Format Options. Oh, I got it pretty close to a square. And I'm just going to do 2 by 2. Now I can drop it in there. Now, I do want y'all to be able to get creative with this. And so once you get this far, there's other ways that you can format it. I can click on this pictures of Mr. Rogers. I'm going to go back to format options, and you can see that there's a recolor tool. So I can actually, there's a lot of weird ones. I can add a little bit of a style to it, right? So let's go with like this washed out blue, and I can click on this one. I can do the same washed out blue, and I can, form my own little aesthetic. That's a terrible aesthetic. That looks awful, but you get the idea. I can add drop shadows to the images. I can add reflections. You probably don't want reflections because it's going to be reflecting onto or underneath the other images that you use. But you can add borders if you want to, just by clicking up here, border. I'm going to add 3. You can change the color of the border. That looks so bad. Don't do that. Get creative. Use your own imagination. And have fun getting to make this. Ask me anything if you have questions.